Good morning, Redeemer. Hopefully, you're watching this in the morning. And we are drawing to the end of the week of prayer, but not the end of prayer. Just enjoying this week, gathering together and praying together around one theme, and that is our devotion to Jesus. And this is something I hope will continue for us individually. And this morning, we'll be praying specifically for the leaders that God has entrusted with His church and with leading us into His plans and His purposes. And we'll be reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, from verse 9 to verse 12. And this is what it says. However, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love Him. These are the things God has revealed to us by His Spirit. The Spirit searches all things, even the deep things of God. For who knows a person's thoughts except their own spirit within them? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. What we have received is not a spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, so that we might understand what God has given, what God has freely given us. And I want us to pray this day concerning the next season that Redeemer is going into. We've had Chris preach over and over about the next season and about multiplication and in the Hague and how that will look like. And there's so many questions, there's so many decisions that have to be made. There's so much need in terms of people coming up, and there's a lot. It's like a horizon that we have, that God is leading us into, and so there are all these questions. But God has a plan for all this. Much as we might not know everything, God has the whole picture. And the Holy Spirit knows that picture, and it is not going to stay hidden. He reveals it to us. And so we're going to pray for the leaders, that they will be constantly filled with the Spirit, and that they will listen to the Holy Spirit, that He will reveal these plans to us, to them, and that the leaders will lead us then according to the purposes and the will of God into His plans. And so we're going to pray for the leaders to be filled by the Spirit and to be led by the Spirit into what God has for us in the next season of multiplication and wherever else He takes us. So God bless you as you pray for the leaders.